Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something very important. We will talk about your daily routine in English. Learning how to talk about your daily routine is very useful. It helps you speak in real life. It helps you build confidence. So today, we will learn this in a very easy way. Chapter 1. Morning Routine in English. First, let me tell you a simple story. When I started learning English, I did not know how to talk about my day. People asked me simple questions like, "What do you do in the morning?" And I felt confused. I knew the words, but I could not make sentences. Then I started practicing daily routine sentences. Slowly, I improved. Now I can talk about my day easily. Let us start with the morning. Morning is the beginning of your day. It is very important. When you wake up, you can say, "I wake up early in the morning." This is a simple sentence. You can change it. You can say, "I wake up at 7 a.m." or "I wake up at 6 a.m." Try to use your real time. This helps you speak naturally. After waking up, the next thing is getting out of bed. You can say, "I get out of bed." Then you go to the bathroom. You can say, "I go to the bathroom." After that, you brush your teeth. You can say, "I brush my teeth." These are very simple sentences, but they are very powerful. When I was learning, I used these sentences every day. I spoke them again and again. At first, it felt strange, but slowly it became easy. Repetition is very important. When you repeat, your brain learns faster. After brushing your teeth, you wash your face. You can say, "I wash my face." Then maybe you take a shower. You can say, "I take a shower." If you do not take a shower in the morning, that is okay. You can say, "I take a shower later." Always speak the truth about your routine. Now let us talk about getting ready. You can say, "I get dressed." This means you wear your clothes. You can also say, "I wear my clothes." If you go to school, you can say, "I wear my school uniform." If you go to work, you can say, "I wear formal clothes." After getting dressed, many people have breakfast. You can say, "I have breakfast." You can also add more detail. You can say, "I have breakfast with my family," or "I have a simple breakfast." Try to use small sentences. Simple is always better. I remember when I started speaking English, I used to describe my breakfast every day. I said things like, "I eat bread and eggs," or "I drink tea." These small sentences helped me a lot. They made my speaking strong. After breakfast, you may prepare for your day. If you are a student, you can say, "I go to school." If you work, you can say, "I go to work." You can also say, "I leave my house at 8 a.m." These sentences are very useful in daily conversation. Sometimes people travel to school or work. You can say, "I go by bus," or "I go by bike," or "I walk to school." Use your real life. This makes your English more natural and useful. When I was learning, I talked about my travel every day. I said, "I go to school by bus." I repeated this sentence many times. Slowly, I started making new sentences by myself. This is how learning works. Now let us talk about a small but important habit. Try to speak your routine out loud. Do not just read. Do not just think. Speak. For example, in the morning, say, "I wake up. I brush my teeth. I wash my face." Speak like this every day. It will help you become confident. Another important thing is to use time words. Words like then, after that, and next are very helpful. For example, you can say, first I wake up, then I brush my teeth. After that, I take a shower. This makes your English smooth and clear. I used these words a lot when I was learning. They helped me connect my sentences. They made my speaking better and more natural. Also, do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are normal. When you make mistakes, you learn. When I started, I made many mistakes, but I kept speaking. That is why I improved. Try to practice every day. Even if you speak for 5 minutes, it is good. Stand in front of a mirror and talk about your morning. Say everything step by step. This is a very powerful exercise. Another tip is to write your routine. Write simple sentences like, I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth. I have breakfast. Writing helps you remember. Then read your sentences out loud. This improves both writing and speaking. Also, try to listen to yourself. You can record your voice, then listen to it. This helps you understand your mistakes. It also helps you improve your pronunciation. Learning daily routine sentences is the first step to speaking English. These sentences are easy, but they are used every day. When you learn them, you feel more confident. You can talk about your life easily. So always remember, keep it simple. Speak every day. Repeat your sentences. Do not be afraid. You are learning, and that is what matters. Now I want you to try. After this lesson, speak about your morning routine. Use simple sentences. Speak slowly and clearly. Practice every day. Chapter 2. Afternoon Routine in English. Let me tell you a simple story again. When I was learning English, I could talk a little about my morning, but I did not know how to talk about my afternoon. When someone asked me, "What do you do in the afternoon?" I stopped. I did not know what to say. Then I started learning simple afternoon sentences, and slowly I improved. Let us begin. Afternoon usually starts after 12 p.m. You can say, in the afternoon, I feel a little tired. This is a very natural sentence. Many people feel this way. You can also say, in the afternoon, I stay busy. If you are a student, you can say, I attend my classes in the afternoon. Or you can say, I study in the afternoon. These are simple and useful sentences. If you are working, you can say, I work in the afternoon, or I do my office work. After your morning routine, you may already be at school or work, so you can say, after arriving, I start my work, or I start my classes. These sentences help you explain your day clearly. When I was learning English, I practiced these sentences every day. I said things like, I study English in the afternoon, or I do my homework. Repeating these sentences helped me speak more easily. Now let us talk about lunch. Lunch is an important part of the afternoon. You can say, I have lunch at 1 p.m., or I eat lunch with my friends. You can also describe your food. You can say, I eat rice and chicken, or I eat simple food. I remember when I started speaking English, I loved talking about food. It was easy and fun. I used simple words, but it helped me a lot. So you can also talk about your lunch in English every day. After lunch, many people take a short break. You can say, I take a short break, or I rest for some time. These are very common sentences. You can also say, I feel relaxed after my break. Sometimes you may feel sleepy in the afternoon. You can say, I feel sleepy, or I feel tired. These are real-life sentences. Use them when you speak. After your break, you go back to your work or studies. You can say, I continue my work, or I go back to my classes. These sentences show your routine clearly. When I was learning, I used to speak like this. I study. Then I take a break. After that, I study again. This simple pattern helped me a lot. You can also use this pattern. Now let us talk about using time words again. You can say, first I attend my class, then I have lunch. After that, I take a break. These words make your speaking smooth and easy to understand. Another useful sentence is, I finish my work in the afternoon, or I complete my homework. These are very important sentences for daily use. If you go outside in the afternoon, you can say, I go out in the afternoon, or I visit the market. You can also say, I meet my friends. Try to use your real routine. I used to say, I play with my friends in the afternoon. It was a simple sentence, but it helped me speak with confidence. So always try to use your real life in your sentences. Now let us talk about practice. Practice is very important. Speak your afternoon routine every day. Even if it is simple, it is okay. For example, say, I have lunch, I rest, I work. These small sentences are very powerful. You can also write your afternoon routine. Write 5 to 10 simple sentences. Then read them out loud. This will improve your speaking and writing. Another good idea is to imagine your day. Close your eyes and think about your afternoon. Then describe it in English. This helps your brain think in English. When I started doing this, it was difficult, but slowly it became easy. I started thinking in English without translating. This is a very important step. Also, try to speak with someone. If you have a friend, talk about your afternoon. Ask simple questions like, what do you do in the afternoon? This makes learning more fun. Do not worry about grammar too much. Focus on speaking. Use simple sentences. Speak clearly. That is enough in the beginning. Another important thing is confidence. Speak with confidence even if your English is not perfect. Confidence makes a big difference. I was not confident in the beginning, but I kept practicing. Slowly, my confidence grew. Now I can speak easily. You can do the same. Also, remember to repeat your sentences. Repetition helps you remember. Say the same sentence many times until it becomes natural. For example, say, I have lunch at 2 p.m. Repeat it again and again. Soon you will say it without thinking. Learning English is a step-by-step process. First, you learn small sentences. Then you make bigger sentences. Slowly, you become fluent. So keep practicing your afternoon routine. Speak every day. Write every day. Listen to yourself. Improve step by step. Now it is your turn. Speak about your afternoon routine. Use simple words. Use real sentences. Practice daily. In the next chapter, we will talk about your evening routine in English. It will be simple and very useful for daily conversation. Chapter 3. Evening Routine in English. When I was learning English, I could talk about my morning and afternoon, but I did not know how to explain my evening. When someone asked me, What do you do in the evening? I felt confused again. Then I started learning simple evening sentences. Day by day, I improved, and now I can speak about my evening easily. Let us begin. The evening usually starts after 5 p.m. You can say, "In the evening I come back home." This is a very common sentence. If you are already at home, you can say, "In the evening I relax at home." After coming home, many people feel tired. You can say, "I feel tired in the evening," or "I take some rest." These are very natural sentences. When I was learning English, I used to say, "I come home and I rest." It was simple, but it helped me build confidence. Always remember, simple sentences are powerful. After resting, you may have tea or a snack. You can say, "I have tea in the evening," or "I eat a snack." You can also say, "I have tea with my family." This adds more detail to your sentence. I remember I used to say, "I drink tea and talk with my family." This helped me practice speaking and also made my sentences more natural. Now let us talk about activities. In the evening, people do different things. Some people study, some people watch TV, some people go outside. You can say, "I study in the evening," or "I watch TV." You can also say, "I go for a walk." If you like exercise, you can say, "I exercise in the evening," or "I go to the gym." These are very useful sentences. When I was learning, I used to say, "I watch English videos in the evening." This helped me improve my listening and speaking. You can do the same. Now let us talk about family time. Evening is a good time to spend with family. You can say, "I spend time with my family," or "I talk with my family." These sentences are very common in daily conversation. You can also say, "We sit together and talk," or "We watch TV together." These sentences show your real life and make your English more meaningful. After that, many students do their homework. You can say, "I do my homework in the evening," or "I complete my homework." These are very important sentences for students. I used to say, "I finish my homework and then I relax." This simple pattern helped me speak better. You can also use this pattern. Now let us talk about using time words again. You can say, "First, I come home, then I take rest. After that, I have tea." These words help you connect your ideas. You can also say, "In the evening, I first relax, then I study, and after that I watch TV." This makes your speaking smooth and easy to understand. Another useful sentence is, "I help my family." For example, "I help my mother," or "I help with housework." These are real-life sentences. When I started speaking English, I used to talk about helping at home. It made my sentences more real and useful. Now let us talk about practice. Practice your evening routine every day. Speak out loud. Say simple sentences like, "I come home," "I eat," "I watch TV." This is enough to start. You can also write your evening routine. Write 5 to 10 sentences, then read them aloud. This will improve your speaking and writing. Another helpful tip is to imagine your evening. Think about what you do every day, then describe it in English. This helps you think in English. When I started doing this, it was not easy, but I did not stop. Slowly, it became natural. Now I can think and speak easily. Also, try to speak with someone. Ask your friend, "What do you do in the evening?" This is a simple question, but it helps a lot. Do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. When you make mistakes, you learn something new. I made many mistakes in the beginning, but I kept speaking. That is why I improved. You should do the same. Another important thing is repetition. Repeat your sentences every day. For example, say, I watch TV in the evening. Repeat it again and again. Soon, it will become easy. Confidence is also very important. Speak with confidence. Even if your English is simple, speak clearly and proudly. I was not confident at first, but I practiced every day. Slowly, my confidence grew. Now I can speak without fear. Learning English is a journey. Step by step, you improve. First morning, then afternoon, then evening. You are learning very well. So keep practicing your evening routine. Speak daily. Write daily. Listen to yourself. Improve slowly. Now it is your turn. Speak about your evening routine. Use simple words. Use real sentences. Practice every day. In the next chapter, we will talk about your night routine in English. It will complete your full daily routine. Chapter 4. Night Routine in English. When I was learning English, I learned how to talk about morning, afternoon, and evening. But I still felt something was missing. I could not explain my full day because I did not know how to talk about my night routine. Then I started learning simple night sentences, and slowly everything became complete. Let us begin. Night usually starts after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. You can say, at night I feel relaxed. This is a simple and natural sentence. You can also say, at night I stay at home. After the evening activities, many people have dinner. You can say, I have dinner at night, or I eat dinner with my family. You can also describe your food. You can say, I eat rice, or I eat simple food. When I was learning English, I used to say, I have dinner with my family. I repeated this sentence many times. It became very easy for me to say. After dinner, people usually relax. You can say, I relax after dinner, or I sit and rest. Some people watch TV. You can say, I watch TV at night. Others use their phones. You can say, I use my phone. If you like reading, you can say, I read a book at night. If you study, you can say, I study at night. These are very useful and common sentences. I remember I used to say, I watch English videos at night. This helped me learn new words and improve my listening. You can also do this. Now let us talk about family time again. Night is a good time to talk with family. You can say, I talk with my family, or we spend time together. These sentences are simple but meaningful. After relaxing, many people prepare to sleep. You can say, I get ready for bed. This means you prepare yourself to sleep. You can also say, I brush my teeth before bed. This is a very common sentence. When I was learning, I used to say, I brush my teeth and go to bed. This simple sentence helped me a lot. Now let us talk about sleeping. You can say, I go to bed at 10 p.m., or I sleep early. If you sleep late, you can say, I sleep late. Always try to use your real routine. You can also say, I fall asleep quickly, or I sleep peacefully. These sentences add more detail to your speaking. Now let us use time words again. You can say, first, I have dinner, then I relax. After that, I go to bed. These words help you connect your sentences smoothly. You can also say, at night, I first eat dinner, then I watch TV, and after that, I sleep. This makes your English clear and easy to understand. Another useful sentence is, I check my phone before sleeping. Many people do this. You can also say, I set my alarm. This is important for the next day. When I started speaking English, I talked about these small habits. It helped me speak more naturally. Now let us talk about practice. Practice your night routine every day. Speak out loud. Say simple sentences like, I eat dinner, I watch TV, I sleep. These small sentences are very helpful. You can also write your night routine. Write 5 to 10 sentences. Then read them out loud. This will improve your speaking and writing. Another good idea is to imagine your night. Think about your routine step by step, then describe it in English. This helps your brain think in English. When I started doing this, it was difficult, but I did not give up. Slowly, it became easy. Now I can speak without thinking too much. Also, try to record your voice. Speak your night routine and listen to it. This helps you find your mistakes and improve. Do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. When you make mistakes, you learn and improve. I made many mistakes in the beginning, but I kept going. That is why I improved. You can do the same. Another important thing is repetition. Repeat your sentences every day. For example, say, I go to bed at 10 p.m. Repeat it again and again. Soon, it will become natural. Confidence is also very important. Speak with confidence. Even if your English is simple, speak clearly. I was not confident at first, but I practiced every day. Slowly, I became confident. Now, I can speak easily. Now you have learned morning, afternoon, evening, and night routines. You can now talk about your full day in English. This is a big achievement. So keep practicing every day. Speak about your routine. Write about your routine. Listen to yourself and improve. Now it is your turn. Speak about your night routine. Use simple words. Use real sentences. Practice daily. In the next chapter, we will learn how to combine all routines and speak about your full day in English smoothly. Chapter 5. Talking about your full day in English. This is a very important step. When you can talk about your full day, you can speak longer. You can speak more naturally. You can have real conversations with people. Let me tell you a simple story. When I was learning English, I learned small sentences first. I could talk about my morning. Then I learned afternoon, evening, and night. But I still spoke in small parts. One day, I tried to talk about my whole day in one flow. It was not easy, but I kept trying. Slowly, I improved, and now I can speak about my full day without stopping. Let us begin. When you talk about your full day, you start from the morning. You can say, I wake up early in the morning, then continue step by step. For example, you can say, I wake up at 7 a.m., then I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I take a shower and get dressed. These are simple sentences, but now you are connecting them. Then you move to breakfast. You can say, after that, I have breakfast with my family. You can also add more detail like, I eat bread and drink tea. Try to keep your sentences simple and clear. When I started doing this, I used very basic sentences. I did not use difficult words. but I spoke continuously. That helped me a lot. Now move to your work or school. You can say, then I go to school, or then I go to work. You can also say, I go by bus, or I walk to school. These small details make your speaking more interesting. After that, talk about your afternoon. You can say, in the afternoon I attend my classes, or I work on my tasks. Then add, I have lunch at 1 p.m. and take a short break. When I was learning, I used this pattern. Then, after that, in the afternoon. These linking words helped me connect my ideas easily. Now move to the evening. You can say, in the evening I come back home and take some rest. Then you can add, I have tea and spend time with my family. You can also say, I study in the evening, or I watch TV. Always speak about your real life. This makes your English more natural. After that, talk about the night. You can say, at night I have dinner with my family. Then say, I relax for some time and watch videos. Finally, you end your day. You can say, then I brush my teeth and go to bed at 10 p.m. This completes your full day routine. Now let me show you a simple full routine example. Listen carefully. I wake up at 7 a.m. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I take a shower and get dressed. I have breakfast with my family. Then I go to school. In the afternoon, I attend my classes and have lunch. After that, I take a short break and continue my studies. In the evening, I come back home and relax. I have tea and spend time with my family. At night, I have dinner, watch TV, and then I go to bed. This is a simple full-day routine. You can use this as a model, then change it according to your life. When I practiced like this, I spoke the same routine every day. Slowly, I started adding new sentences. My speaking became better and longer. Now let us talk about practice. Practice speaking your full day every day. Start with small sentences, then connect them. Use words like then, after that, and in the evening. You can also write your full routine. Write 10 to 15 sentences, then read them aloud. This helps you remember and speak better. Another good tip is to record your full routine. Speak for 1 or 2 minutes, then listen to your voice. This helps you improve. At first, you may stop in the middle. That is okay. Do not worry. Just continue. With time, you will speak smoothly. Also, try to speak without looking at notes. First, read your routine. Then close your notebook and try to speak. This improves your confidence. When I started doing this, I forgot many sentences, but I did not stop. I kept trying. Slowly, I improved. Another important thing is repetition. Repeat your full routine every day. Say it again and again. It will become natural. Confidence is also very important. Speak with confidence. Even if your English is simple, speak clearly and proudly. I was shy in the beginning, but I practiced daily. Now I can speak easily. You can do the same. Do not compare yourself with others. Everyone learns at their own speed. Focus on your progress. Now you can talk about your full day. This is a big step in learning English. You are improving very well. So keep practicing. Speak daily, write daily, listen and improve step by step. Now it is your turn. Speak about your full day. Use simple sentences, connect your ideas, practice every day. In the next chapter, we will learn how to make your daily routine more interesting and natural in English. Chapter 6. Making your daily routine more interesting in English. This is a very important step. When you start learning English, you use simple sentences. That is good. But now, you can make your sentences a little more interesting. This will help you sound more natural when you speak. Let me tell you a simple story. When I first started speaking English, I used very basic sentences. I said things like, I wake up, I eat, I go to school. These sentences were correct, but they were very simple. Then I learned how to add small details. Slowly, my English became more interesting and natural. Let us begin. The first way to make your sentences better is to add details. For example, instead of saying, I wake up, you can say, I wake up early in the morning. This gives more information. Instead of saying, I eat breakfast, you can say, I eat a healthy breakfast with my family. This sounds more natural and complete. When I started adding small details, my speaking improved a lot. It made my sentences longer and more meaningful. Now let us talk about feelings. You can add feelings to your sentences. For example, you can say, I feel happy in the morning, or I feel tired in the afternoon. These sentences show your emotions. You can also say, I enjoy my evening, or I feel relaxed at night. Adding feelings makes your English more real and personal. I remember when I started using feeling words, my English sounded more natural. It helped me connect with others when I spoke. Another way to improve your sentences is to use because. This word helps you explain things. For example, you can say, I wake up early because I have school, or I study in the evening because I want to improve my English. This is a very powerful word. It helps you make longer sentences easily. When I learned to use because, I felt more confident. I could explain my thoughts better. Now let us talk about using and. This is a simple word but very useful. For example, I come home and I take rest, or I eat dinner and watch TV. This helps you connect two ideas. You can also use then and after that to make your routine smooth. For example, I finish my work, then I relax. Or, I have dinner, after that I go to bed. These small words make a big difference. They make your English sound natural. Now let us take a simple sentence and improve it. Basic sentence, I go to school. Better sentence, I go to school in the morning with my friends. This is more interesting. Another example, I study. Better, I study English in the evening because I want to speak fluently. This is longer and more meaningful. When I practiced like this, I took simple sentences and made them better. You can do the same every day. Now let us talk about practice. Take your daily routine and add details. Add feelings. Add reasons. For example, say, I wake up early because I want to start my day fresh. You can also write your routine with these improvements. Write 10 to 15 sentences with more detail, then read them aloud. Another helpful tip is to speak slowly. Do not rush. When you speak slowly, you can think better and add more words. When I started speaking slowly, I made fewer mistakes. It helped me speak clearly. Also, try to describe your environment. For example, you can say, I sit in my room and study. Or, I walk in the park in the evening. These details make your English more alive. Another idea is to use examples from your life. Talk about real things. For example, I watch my favorite show at night. This makes your speaking more natural. Do not try to use difficult words. Keep your English simple but clear. Simple English is powerful. I always use simple words, but I added more meaning to my sentences. That is why my English improved. Another important thing is confidence. Speak with confidence. Even if your sentences are simple, speak clearly. I was not confident at first, but I practiced every day. Slowly, I became better and more confident. Also, do not be afraid to try new sentences. Experiment with your English. Try to say the same thing in different ways. For example, I go to bed early. You can also say, I sleep early at night. Both are correct. Trying new sentences helps you learn faster. Another helpful tip is to listen to others. Listen to how people talk about their day. You can learn new ways to speak. I learned a lot by listening. I heard how people used simple words in different ways. Now you are at a higher level. You are not just speaking simple sentences. You are making your English more interesting and natural. So keep practicing. Add details. Add feelings. Use because, and then. Speak every day. Now it is your turn. Take your daily routine and make it more interesting. Add more words. Add more meaning. Practice daily. In the next chapter, we will complete our journey and review everything you have learned. Chapter 7. Review and Practice. Your daily routine in English. Now, in this chapter, we will review everything and learn how to practice in the best way. This is very important because practice is the key to speaking English confidently. Let me tell you a simple story. When I finished learning all these parts, I thought I knew everything. But when I tried to speak, I still felt nervous. Then I understood something very important. Learning is not enough. Practice is everything. So I started practicing every day, and slowly I became confident. Let us begin the review. First, remember your morning routine. You can say, I wake up early in the morning, I brush my teeth and wash my face, then I take a shower and have breakfast. These are your starting sentences. Next is your afternoon routine. You can say, in the afternoon I study or work. I have lunch and take a short break. Then I continue my work. These sentences help you talk about your day clearly. Then comes your evening routine. You can say, in the evening, I come back home and relax. I have tea and spend time with my family. Sometimes I study or watch TV. These are simple and useful sentences. After that, your night routine. You can say, at night, I have dinner, I relax, and then I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth and go to sleep. This completes your full day. Now, when you combine all these parts, you can talk about your full day smoothly. You can say everything step by step without stopping. When I started doing this, I spoke slowly. I used simple sentences. But I did not stop. That was the most important thing. Now let us talk about daily practice. Practice every day. Even if you practice for 5 or 10 minutes, it is enough. The key is consistency. One powerful method is speaking in front of a mirror. Stand in front of a mirror and talk about your day. Look at yourself and speak clearly. This builds confidence. I use this method every day. At first, I felt shy, but slowly I became comfortable. It helped me a lot. Another method is recording your voice. Take your phone and record yourself speaking about your routine. Then listen to it. This helps you find your mistakes and improve. When I listened to my recordings, I noticed my mistakes. Then I corrected them. This made my English better. You can also write your daily routine in a notebook. Write simple sentences every day, then read them aloud. This improves both writing and speaking. Another important tip is repetition. Repeat your routine again and again. Say the same sentences daily until they become natural. For example, say, I wake up at 7 a.m. every day. After some time, you will say it without thinking. Confidence is also very important. Speak with confidence. Do not be afraid. Even if your English is not perfect, speak clearly. I was afraid in the beginning, but I did not stop. I kept speaking. That is why I improved. You can do the same. Also, remember not to compare yourself with others. Everyone learns at their own speed. Focus on your progress. Sometimes you may feel slow. That is okay. Learning takes time. Be patient with yourself. Another helpful tip is to use English in your daily life. Talk to yourself in English. Think in English. Describe what you are doing. For example, when you wake up, say, I am waking up. When you eat, say, I am eating. This builds your habit. I used to talk to myself all the time. It felt strange at first, but it helped me a lot. Also, try to ask and answer questions. Ask yourself, what do I do in the morning? Then answer in English. This improves your thinking. Another idea is to practice with a friend. If you have a friend, speak together. Ask each other about your daily routine. This makes learning fun. If you do not have a partner, do not worry. You can still practice alone. Speaking alone is also very powerful. Now let us do a small final example. Listen carefully. I wake up early in the morning. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I take a shower and have breakfast. I go to school and study in the afternoon. I have lunch and take a short break. In the evening, I come home and relax. I spend time with my family and study. At night, I have dinner, watch TV, and go to bed. This is a simple and complete daily routine. You can use this as your practice model. Now you are ready. You can talk about your daily routine in English. This is a big achievement, so keep practicing every day. Speak, write, listen, and improve. Step by step, you will become fluent. Always remember, simple English is powerful. Do not wait for perfect English. Start speaking now. Now I want you to take action. Speak about your daily routine right now. Use simple sentences. Speak with confidence. Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing, keep improving, and keep moving forward. Your English journey has just begun.